We either wanted them dead, we wanted them in our corner, or we just love to watch them grace our screens. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Grand Theft Auto side characters. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content.
Cheap my youth, you worry about cheap?
Number 10, Big Smoke, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip.
This Grove Street OG was a mentor to Carl Johnson, the game's main protagonist, but like most street cats just trying to survive, Big Smoke secretly formed an alliance with Officer Tenpenny. Yeah, because most people do that.
I'm here to take care of your fat ass, then I'm gonna take care of your friends in the police department. Where they at? Man, shit.
Faced with a dying gang and financial ambition, Big Smoke proved he was always looking out for himself, even when surrounded by his brothers. Despite Big Smoke's heartbreaking betrayal, his easygoing attitude and comical disposition is what we'll remember the most about him. From failed drive-bys to very large fast food orders, Big Smoke was a cool guy to hang out with, even though you kind of killed your mom.
I just see the opportunity of when I'm gone, everyone gonna remember my name.
Number 9, Wade Herbert, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Are we gonna stop for ice cream?
This lovable, dim-witted henchman made his mark as part of Trevor Phillips Enterprises. His backstory as to how he ended up with Trevor is unclear, but there's no question that he loves being a criminal. Innocent, sweet, vulgar, and clueless, Wade helps Trevor with whatever he needs, while trying to avoid baths and getting punched in the face.
You're a genius, you moron. Come on, come here.
Woo! Though he remains constantly unlucky and everyone's punching bag, Wade still comes through time and time again. And through that and his undying loyalty, Trevor keeps him around, which makes us love him even more.
You two, I want you to give this boy a good time for a long time.
Number 8, Lil Jacob, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh, I'm Nico. You alright?
No problem. As good an introduction as any other.
The Rastafarian top gangster of Liberty City, Jacob was close friends with Roman Belic, and soon became friends with Nico after completing a few jobs together. Tough, funny, and ruthless, Jacob made for a fantastic ally in a tight situation, but it was his thick accent that made him so memorable, mostly due to the fact that a lot of us couldn't understand a single word he was saying and forced us to use the subtitles.
You want blood clot, cause I don't even bomber clot rate, you know.
Speaking that gibberish!
Despite all of that, Jacob sticks by you to the very end, and his loyalty is unwavering, which makes him a top pick in your corner in any fight.
Alright. You want someone else to play for you?
No thanks.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Number 7, Yusuf Amir, Grand Theft Auto 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony.
This is my business associate, Mr.
Luis.
Mr. Luis. Allah, he is the greatest technical advisor in the whole city.
Yusuf is a wealthy and selfish businessman and philanthropist from Dubai, who spends most of his time partying through drugs, sex, and drinking. He recruits the player character, Luis, to be one of his top mercenaries and provides him heavy artillery whenever he can, like sending an attack chopper to give him the upper hand in a massive gunfight. Yusuf's wealth makes him a powerful ally and a useful friend. Despite all his negative and irresponsible qualities, he's known for his relaxed nature and worry-free lifestyle. In a nutshell, he's basically the Middle Eastern version of Hakuna Matata.
Chill, baby. Get into it. Feel it. Let's go. Ho.
Number 6, Lamar, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Gangs is positive. That's all we got, nigga. That's our heritage.
Oh, Lamar. After grasping their sides with laughter, most players found themselves sighing these words often when mowing their way through San Andreas. Young, brash, and ambitious, Lamar is a constant thorn in the side of his best friend, Franklin.
Hey, maybe next month, huh?
Man, fuck next month, Simeon. What about today?
Lamar's perfect blend of thug life mentality and sass makes him one of the funniest characters in GTA. Spouting truth whenever he can, he might be a bit of a delusional handful, but there's no doubt that Lamar will always have your back no matter what.
Why the fuck we can't drive? Around the block with Chop? You need to walk with your fat ass.
Number 5, Lazlow Jones, Grand Theft Auto series.
You're so original, like a basket full of puppies or a rainbow or a pile of puke.
If there was ever a main character for the whole Grand Theft Auto franchise, it would be Lazlow Jones. No, he didn't get much screen time. Well, not for the most part. But Lazlow's been on the radio of your stolen cars dating all the way back to Grand Theft Auto 3. Also holding the distinction of being the only character on this list to be a real person. He finally gets his much-needed face time in GTA 5 as a sort of budget Ryan Seacrest kind of character. Something which brings him into unfortunate contact with Michael and his daughter.
That's enough. Oh, I said that's enough!
While this appearance was great, it's really his lasting contribution to the virtual airwaves which lands him on this list, especially considering that, fun fact, he's actually a working talk show host you can listen to online.
Oh, really? How do you like it? I mean, is it hard to get used to the language? You speak English pretty good.
Oh, thank you, Lazlow.
Number 4, Roman Belic, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Psst, Nico! Roman, what are you doing in the dumpster, man?
Are they there?
The naive and comical cousin of Nico, Roman's genuine lust for life sticks in your mind, and someone whose optimism you can always count on when things get really sticky. Unfortunately, his dealings with loan sharks and constant gambling continues to get him into trouble, much to the annoyance of his cousin, but Roman makes up for it by providing Nico with criminal contacts, who then give him work and money-making opportunities. Depending on your choices towards the end of the game, Roman can be killed in a drive-by targeted for Nico, who later avenges him. Otherwise, Roman stays by Nico's side to the very end.
And Nico. What? Thanks.
Number 3, Officer Tenpenny, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Hey, man, where we at?
The middle of fucking nowhere. Nice, clean air.
The epitome of police corruption, Officer Frank Tenpenny is the ultimate villain. He cares nothing for anyone but himself, and is only out to make money off the gangbangers he arrests for the same crimes.
We can shit on you from such a height, you'll think God himself has crapped on you.
Assisted by Officer Pulaski, he starts to feel the heat when district attorneys and other officers begin to snoop around his businesses. He screws over everyone he can until he is fresh out of allies, which ultimately leads to his death. Ruthless, cruel, and greedy, Tenpenny is one of the best GTA villains, and having Samuel L. Jackson himself voice him just tied the character all together.
Now, Carl, I got a real do-gooder fucking with me, and I want you to take this evil green poison and drop it on him.
Number 2, Brucey Kivitz, Grand Theft Auto 4. Our resident steroid junkie and possible closeted homosexual, Brucey is a criminal in it for the pay and glory. Specializing in cars, he tasks Nico to help him with various jobs that include stealing those cars and assassinations.
Yeah! Are you kidding? Oh, God! Oh!
A man who works out constantly and is more obsessed with testosterone than he is with dating the women he claims to love so much, Brucey is a man of many secrets. But what makes him so hilarious is how obvious his real sexuality is to everyone, but him, of course. He may be full of it, but with his connections and love for all things illegal, he's still a good guy to be friends with.
Hey, man! Luis! Bro, can you get us in?
Hey, Brucey. Yeah, sure.
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
This shit's real f***ed up. Everything.
Come in, my dear, and rest your soul. You must be the big bad man my granddaddy been chatting about.
No need to go all Lone Range on my ass. The way I see it, we two hombres in a strange town. We need to watch each other's back.
Number 1, Ken Rosenberg, Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, and San Andreas.
Please, you gotta come with me. I'm gonna squirt my ass all over the floor. Just this once, please. Please. Okay, chill.
A lawyer recruited by the Mafia in Vice City, Ken Rosenberg lived his day-to-day life by the skin of his teeth. Living with the Mafia in GTA's equivalent of Miami, it's only natural that he would develop an out-of-control cocaine addiction, which landed him in constant trouble with his bosses and caused a rift between him and his closest friends.
Hey, those psychos from up north, they've been on the horn, and they're coming down here soon. Now where is the goddamn money?
Relax.
Ken's nervous demeanor and odd level of ruthlessness makes him not only one of GTA's more comical criminals, but very unique in his own right. You really wonder how in the world this guy managed to survive a life of crime for that long.
I'm the boss? I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.